In this quick video, we're going to walk through how to access Google Drive and how to navigate in Google Drive. To get started, you'll want to open up a browser, Google Chrome preferred, and type in drive.google.com. Google Drive in the browser will be pulled up in the next screen, but if you happen to already be logged in to another Google tool, such as Gmail, for example, right up in the upper right corner of this screen, you see this little grid. This is called the Apps Launcher, and if you open this up, you'll be able to see all the different Google tools that you have access to, and you can also just click on the Google Drive icon to open up Drive in another tab. This way you don't have to remember a web address, but just know that you can always access Drive by going to drive.google.com as well. First off here, one of the first things you're going to see when you open up Google Drive is search. So you have the ability here to search by file type or by keyword, but you also have this little arrow right here that if you open it up, opens up the advanced search options in Google Drive. So you can really pinpoint what you're looking for with all of this different search criteria. Moving directly to the right here, we have the Apps Launcher again. You'll see this little grid, Apps Launcher or Apps Waffle, it's sometimes referred to even, across all your different G Suite tools. You can see my image here. This is my account information, and if I click on it, I'll be able to sign out just in case I'm signed into a shared computer, for example. Directly below, there's a few additional buttons here. Just want to point out that you can change the view in Google Drive to a grid view, which creates tiles for your files and folders, or a list view, which you see here. Moving across the screen towards the center, you can see what I have here is called Quick Access. So Google Drive uses machine learning to actually predict the different files that I may want to access based on my behaviors in Google Drive. Quick Access might change daily based on how you use Google Drive and the files you're accessing regularly. And if it's something that you'd like to turn off, you can use the settings gear on the right side here. Go to Settings again, and then you have the option here under Suggestions to turn off or uncheck the box here next to Make Relevant Files Handy when you need them in quick access. You also have the ability to turn this off under Shared with Me because there will be a quick access or recommended files under Shared with Me as well. Down in the center of the screen here, you can see all of my folders first, and then my loose files that are in my Google Drive account. If I wanted to, I can adjust based on name here, alphabetical order. I can also adjust and sort by date modified. Moving all the way over to the left side of the screen, you see this big blue New button, and this is where I'll go to add a new folder, upload a file, upload an entire folder, and to create new Google Docs sheets or slides. And right below, under More here, you can see my other additional Google file types, such as Google Forms, Drawings, Maps, and Google Sites. To actually upload a file or folder to Drive, you can click on one of these buttons here and choose the file from your desktop or downloads, for example. But you can also easily just slide, drag and drop a file right into Google Drive as well. Sometimes it's a little easier just to drag and drop a folder rather than uploading individually. Right below the New button here, you're going to see My Drive. And this is where all of your files are going to be located, as well as any files someone shared with you that you've added to My Drive. These are files that you create and decide who you're going to share with, whether it's a group or an individual, which is a little bit different from team drives here, which are shared files amongst teams, specific teams of people. So here I have leadership, marketing, sales, and training, and each one of these teams has different people in it. The files and folders that are located in these team drives are shared amongst all the members of this team. Anything that's added to these shared team drive folders is available to everyone who's part of the team. Directly below here, we have Shared with Me, and there's that quick access I mentioned. You can see all the different files and folders that have been shared with you from your colleagues or external vendors, for example. As we're moving down here, I just want to point out the starred label here on the left side of the screen. Starred is a space where you can access your files via a shortcut. So if I go to My Drive, I can right-click, add a star. Because this maybe is an important document, it's something that I maybe access on a regular basis, or something that I know I'm going to need to get finished up by the end of the week. And if you don't want to search for it, you can add a star. If you click Start here, it doesn't move the file, it just creates a shortcut to it, so I'm able to access it here quickly and easily under the starred label. If I wanted to remove a star, I can just right-click and remove it, and it takes it out of this shortcut. Directly below starred, you can see the trash in Google Drive. You can think of your trash here as more of a recycle bin, just like the recycle bin on your desktop. So if you happen to delete something, you can always go back to your recycle bin here, and we can restore it or remove it forever. If I go to my drive, I'm just going to look for a file to delete. Take this file here, and I can either click on the little trash can icon, or I can right-click and remove. And that's going to send that file to the trash. If I happen to do it accidentally, I can go back and right-click on that file and restore it. Just want to point out here that until you click on a file, you're not going to see those little action buttons that popped up earlier. If I click on a folder, for example, they pop up as well. So I can see a sharing link, adding collaborators, sharing with individual people here. I can remove the file. Remember, these three little dots across G Suite indicate a menu. I can open this up, and I have a whole bunch of other actions I can take, including adding a color to my folder, renaming it. As I move over, I can also see the grid view here. If I click View Details, I can see the activity that's been taken on this file. And then there's, of course, the settings here.